reviewing a guitar. This is here the Solar S2.6FWA. Have a look at this thing. There. Looking close. See the binding. Looking at the binding. The edges with a fancy different color. You seeing it? Good. Good. Through neck. See that? Good. Notice this. You see that? There's no neck joint. Your hand goes all the way up without getting restricted by a bulky neck joint, so you can't play. I don't think it's set through. There's a joint here, but it's just cleverly hidden. There's a good carpenter in Indonesia who's making this. Clever chap. Got to keep him on. Ola, keep this guy on. He's done really good fitting neck joints. Good guy. Okay, so this is another guitar that these days you buy all your guitars out of the internet. No shop. You don't actually go to a shop and sit down and try the guitar like in the old days. You just got to look at a picture on the online, and hopefully the guitar comes and it's what you want. It feels like what you want to play like. These days it's expensive guitars. These are like 750 euros or even more. So I know it says affordable guitar, but yeah, I guess it's affordable for some people, expensive for other people. But nonetheless, for such an outlay and not being able to play it, you are taking a bit of a risk. So for those of us willing to take the risk, you reap the reward or you don't. So anyway, I got the previous guitar, which I'm going to do a comparison. This is the Solar S series. I've got the A series, and it's going to be interesting because there's no actual description of telling you what is different between the A series and the S series of Solar guitars. So I'm going to take my other one and I'm going to put them together and describe exactly what the differences are, because there are differences, and it's going to be helpful to you to know what the differences are. Let me give you a little demo of what it sounds like with the distorted channel. So here we go. Here we go with the distorted effect. You know, obviously chugging. These guitars, you have to chug. You can't play regular, because if you know anything about Ola, England, he's chugging, and he's made guitars for chugging. So that's what you have to do. So that's my version of chugging. What I like about this guitar is it's got these fret markers on this side. Very handy for playing, especially if you're used to this kind of playing a guitar with the fret markers. I know that Ola, he just looks at the top when he plays, and it's because the reason for that is because he always has played on really awkward guitars that don't sit on your knee properly, like a V or an Explorer shape. So you actually, the guitar's out here and you're looking here. But for us regular people who have always played a regular shaped guitar, we actually do see the fretboard quite a lot. So having the fret markers is quite handy. I understand Ola wants to make his guitar for the way he's set up, and that's the artist version, and in that case, yeah, leave out the fret markers. But for the rest of us, and the rest of the guitar range, put them in. Put them in, buddy. You're not winning any prizes by not having them on. Okay. So here's the, what I do like about this guitar is that it's the full access. It really is accessible. comfortable to play all the way up here. I mean, what note do you start when you pick up your guitar every day and you play around? Where do you start? What's your first note? I bet not a lot of people, their first note is the C sharp, way up here on the 21st fret of. So this could be your new favorite note, this C sharp, even the E. Maybe the high E could be your new. This guitar is for the shredder. This is so easy to access. The neck, the thin profile of this neck is thin all the way. It's just so really easy. It's one of the things I'm going to say about the A series. This is the S series. I'm just checking. Yes, S series. The A series, everything is the same. The neck is just a little bit fatter, so it's not as comfortable to get up here. So this guitar is very comfortable. If you shredding inclined, this is the one for you, that's for sure. Awesome. So what I like about this guitar is okay, the color is brown with these little tiger stripy things. Really cool. Nice and it's light. What I would ask for guitar manufacturers, and maybe Ola can start, is put the weight of the guitar with the description, because it tells you, what kind of wood and the finishings and blah blah blah, the metal 5-way switch, metal tone and volume. Why don't you tell us how much the guitar weighs? It matters. I used to have a 4.5 kilogram PRS. It was just too heavy, but if I'd have known beforehand the weight, it was another internet purchase. Maybe things would have gone differently on that purchase. But this is 3.1 kilos, so it is relatively light, maybe a little bit too light. But again, it didn't show the weight, so I didn't know. But that's one thing I'd like to see. This one comes with this bridge. This is the Always Tune bridge. And in future, maybe I'd like to get the Ever Tune bridge. But until then, we have the Always Tune bridge. And the strings go through here. That's really easy to change the string, I imagine. I haven't had to change the string yet. But it's nice and comfortable in that when you are mucking about with your hand here, there's no sharp objects, sharp edges to catch you, so it's very comfortable around here. Really cool. So the question is always, is this guitar worth it? And it's up to you, what's valuable to you. If you are a starving pilgrim in Somalia, I don't think you need to be going for this guitar. You may have other more important things for you to spend your 777 euros on. However, if you fancy a lovely shredding beast, comfortable and smooth, then I would say maybe it is worth it. What is the true test of a nice guitar, a guitar that's worth the money, is it inspiring for you to pick it up? Does it inspire you to pick up the guitar and play things that you didn't play before? Get out of your rut, play different things. And for me, yes, this guitar definitely is doing that. For one thing, my first note is the C sharp. So in conclusion, yeah, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it if you're looking for a shredding beast. Apparently you can use it in studios and you can use it on stages as well. It's all legal, it's all fine, it will work. Apparently it's going to work in those situations. Haven't tried it yet in those situations, but yeah, it's comfortable. It sits real comfortable, and you just, if you're sitting next to it, this is the guitar. If you're sitting next to it, you can't sit next to it. It has to be on your lap. Your hands have to be glued to it, on it, all the time. You can't just, so watch out where you put this guitar. If you want to play, if you want to be doing something else at a certain time, don't have this guitar next to you, because that something else will be set aside and the guitar will become resting on you, and you will end up playing the guitar. See, now I'm supposed to be talking nonsense to you, and I end up playing the guitar. So yeah, watch out. It's addictive. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to do that review, the comparison between the A series and the S series, the affordable ones. Look out for that one. Ciao.